I hope that you are well, and I also hope that you are having a good day so far. Today we'll be doing our grade 4 English lesson on titles. And before we start, we're going to log on to aplusstudents.ca. And once you've logged on to aplusstudents.ca with our username as well as our password, then we're going to choose the subject of English Language Arts, grade 4, and then we scroll down up until we get to the chapter of titles. All right. So we see that our chapter is titles. Our subject is English Language Arts, grade 4. And the lessons that we're going to be focusing on today under the chapter of titles is which book title goes with the picture, and to capitalize titles. All right. So now when it comes to titles, right? Titles, we get different types of titles, right? We have titles of a book, right? So think of maybe your like a favorite book that you love to read, right? So we don't just have titles of books, but we have titles of songs, titles of articles, titles of movies, right? And when it comes to a title, right, we need to know how to capitalize titles correctly. And when it comes to capitalizing titles, right, and then within a title, We need to capitalize the first word of that, whether it is a book, whether it is a movie, whether it's an article. We need to capitalize the first word. We need to also capitalize the last word. And we need to capitalize every other word in between. So we capitalize the first word, we capitalize the last word, and we capitalize every other word that is important in between. And if we look at it a few examples, right? Let's look at the first two examples of capitalizing titles. It says the wind in the willows, right? So the wind in the willows. So when we capitalize that title, let's say the book title, right? So if we capitalize the book title, then what we'll do is the first word of that title is capitalized, which is the. Remember, we said the last word needs to be capitalized. And then every other word in between that is important, we capitalize it, which is wind, right? Because if I were to ask you, what do you think the book will be about based on the title, then you will tell me it's something to do with the wind that is probably in the willows, right? Let's look at the second one. It says James and the Giant Peach. So, James and the Giant Peach. So, what we do is when we capitalize our title, we capitalize James, we capitalize Peach, and what is important is Giant, right? Which means that if we were to explain what the title of that book is, then we would say it is to do with James and a giant peach, right? Not just any peach, but a giant peach. And now you're wondering, why didn't I underline in and the as well as and the, right? So we see that we only need to capitalize the first word, we need to capitalize the last word, and we need to capitalize every other word in between, right? That is important. That is important. But now if we look at words like in, we look at words like the, we look at words like and, right? These are words that are. So words like in, words like the, which words like and, those are either it can either be a conjunction or preposition, right? But those are as well as articles, and those are words that we do not capitalize it because that is not important. So the words that is not important within titles, right? And when we say not important, then we mean that you do not capitalize those words. So articles are not important within titles, right? So if you want to write the title of a book, of a song, of a movie, an article or something, articles are not important. And articles are words like a, and the, right? Those are articles. So those words are not important unless an article is the start, which is the first word of the title, because the first word of the title needs to be capitalized, whether it is a an important word or not an important word, right? And also words that is not important are short prepositions. So short prepositions or prepositions, they are not important, specifically short prepositions. And short prepositions are words like at, by, for, in, of, on, to, and up. Those are short prepositions. And those words are not important, right? Unless a short preposition is the first word of the title, then we capitalize it. But if it's not the first word of the title, then we do not capitalize it. And then lastly, also coordinating conjunctions, right? So conjunctions, but specifically coordinating conjunctions are not important. And coordinating conjunctions are words like and, but, or, right? And maybe so. So coordinating conjunctions are also words that are not important, right? We do not capitalize words that are not important. But if the article, the preposition, or the coordinating conjunction, right, is the first word of the title, then only we need to capitalize it, right? And like we say, titles, it doesn't necessarily just have to be book titles. It can be titles like of a movie. It can be a title of an article. It can be a title of a poem, a short story, right? So that can be basically be titles. So keeping in mind that within the title, we capitalize the first word, we capitalize the last word, and we capitalize every important word in between, right? And those we call titles. All right, so now we're going to aplusstudents.ca, where we are going to continue with our chapter titles, right? And we said our lessons that we're going to be focusing on is the first two lessons of our chapter titles, which is which book title goes with the picture, as well as capitalizing titles. So we're going to the first word, the first one, which book title goes with the picture. All right. So if you look at the picture, what can you see happening in the picture? What's going on in the picture? What do you think is happening in the picture? And then once you tell me what do you think is happening in the picture, what do you see in the picture, then what do you think the title of that picture would be? Which book title will match the picture? If you now look at the picture, but you first need to tell me, what do you think is happening within that title, within the picture? What do you see within that picture first, right? All right, so if we look at the picture, right, it looks like they are going on a trip. Since there's a lot of bags, it almost looks as if they are moving. But with the camp chair, with the umbrella and the fishing rod, shows that they are either going on a holiday, right? So which means that they are going on a holiday, but it is specifically the Howells holiday on Lake Michigan, right? All right, now we look at the next one. It says, which book title better matches the picture? Look at the picture that we see here in front of us. What do you think a title would be for this specific picture? If you look at the picture, what do you think the title of a story would be? All right, and if we look at the picture and we can maybe say what title it may be, he dug up. It's the word dug up. Or let's say this boy was digging. Yes, and then he basically had one big dig, right? Right? So we can say Caleb's big dig. And what did he find when he did some digging? A dinosaur, right? So it basically means that the dinosaur was quite big. And yes, Caleb's big dig is correct. All right, let's look at the next one. What do you think what these two kids are doing? What are they doing? Look at what is in their hand. Look at what is on the floor. So, based on what you see is on the floor, what is in their hand, what do you think the title of the book might be? Or what do you think that they are doing? So, look at the picture. What do you think the two girls, the boy and the girl, is doing? What do they have in their hand? What is on the floor? They are making origami. Okay. What else? So, that is good. They're making swans, yes, but with what are they making it? So well done. Swans is correct. Origami is correct. What are they making it with? Yes, which means that they are making swans or they're making origami and they're making it out of paper, right? So they're making it out of paper. So we can see that they are either making paper swans, paper birds, right? Origami out of paper, right? So we can then say our book title can be, look at the big book title, Paper Birds for Peter, which means that they are actually making paper birds, right? And they are making the paper birds for Peter. Because in this picture, it shows children that they're folding paper to make animals with wings, right? It's like you say, even swans. All right. So we said that paper birds for Peter, or paper swans for Peter, or like we say, they're making origami and they're making it with paper, right? So well done. So basically, all of your possible answers or responses are correct, right? Because they're making it with paper. So you basically giving your response is correct. So well done. But keeping in mind that with titles, the first word is capitalized, the last word is capitalized, and every important word in between are capitalized, right? Titles are not important. Short prepositions are not important, as well as coordinating conjunctions are not important, right? So they need to be written in lower cases unless the one of those words, which is a short preposition, article, or a coordinating conjunction, is the first word of the title. All right, so now we're going to our test. We need to say which book title better matches this picture. So look at the picture, right? Which book title better matches that picture? Is it option one that says Fun with My Brother? Or option two, Learn to Surf? Remember, the title needs to be based on what they are doing or what's happening. So, is it Fun with My Brother, option one, or Learning to Swim, Learning to Surf, option two? So, we need to look at the picture and then we need to say which option is our matches the picture. It needs to match the picture. Is it option one, Fun with My Brother, or option two, Learning to Surf? All right, and if we look at the picture, right, we need to say which book title better matches this picture, right? And then we can say it's option one. Yeah, so Fun with My Brother, because him and the brother is having good fun, right? Nobody is learning to serve. So fun with my brother. So well done. Option one is correct. Which book title better matches the picture? So look at the picture. Now the title says The Foster Family's Great Adventure or Learning to Fly. So if we look at the picture, right, is the title The Foster Family's Great Adventure or is it Learning to Fly? Which one is the correct word? The correct title? All right, so we need to say if it's option one or if it is option two. All right, then if we choose the correct one, we can say it is the Foster Family's Great Adventure. They are going on a holiday away or weekend away or holiday trip or vacation. The next one says, which book title better matches the picture? All right, so we need to say which book title better matches this picture that we see over here. Is it option one, Grandfather's Clock Shop, or is it option two, The Problem Puppy? What do you think will be the best match for this picture? So, which book title better matches the picture? Grandfather's Clock Shop or The Problem Puppy? All right, then if we will choose the correct one, we will say Grandfather's Clock Shop. And that is correct, right? So well done. Which book title better matches the picture? Is it The Summer of Street Music or Playing Trumpet in the Marching Band? So, which book title better matches the picture? Is it The Summer of Street Music or Playing Trumpet in the Marching Band? All right, then if we were to say which book title better matches the picture, let's go with this first one because nobody has got a title, a trumpet, sorry. Nobody's got a trumpet within this little group that they have, right? It's like a guitar or banjo, saxophone, and I think, what is that? So the first option is correct. Now we need to say which book title better matches the picture over here, right? Is it The Dog Who Loved Boats? Or is it The Dog Who Wanted to Fly? So is it The Dog Who Loves Boats or The Dog Who Wanted to Fly? All right. Yes, so we will say option two because option two is The Dog Who Wanted to Fly. They don't show anything about boats. So well done. That is correct. Let's look at the next one. It says The Howls Go Food Shopping. We need to show the book title that better matches the picture. Is it The Howls Go Food Shopping or The Howls Holiday on Lake Michigan? All right. We need to say which title matches the picture, right? Is it The Howells Go Food Shopping or The Howells Holiday on Lake Michigan? We need to choose the correct one. All right, then yes, we will choose option two because they are not going shopping. If people were to go food shopping, you don't take all of your equipment, luggage, camp chair. You don't take any of those with. But if you go on holiday, then we do that. We take our fishing rod because that means that they're going to be doing certain activities. So well done. Option two is correct. Look at the next one, right? It says we need to look at the specific picture and then we need to say which title better matches the picture. So we need to say which title better matches the picture. Is it option one that says art lessons? Or is it option two, her heart belongs to Henry? Are they doing any form of art lessons? Or does it show that she is in love with Henry? Because it says her heart belongs to Henry, then it means that she likes Henry. Look at the picture that she's drawing. That will tell us are they doing art lessons or her heart belongs to Henry. She is busy drawing little hearts on a picture while I assume that boy is Henry sitting next to her. He's busy writing or busy working or something, right? In class. So we can then say her heart belongs to Henry, meaning that she likes Henry. And that is why she is drawing little hearts on the page, right? Even daydreaming, right? She's just in a daze, right? So, which means that our title is How Heart Belongs to Henry, which is option two. Look at the next one. It says, which book title better matches the picture? Is it Summer with Friends? Are they showing us anything to do with Summer with Friends? Or is it Flying High? Summer with Friends or Flying High? You look at the picture and you look at the title, right? It needs to match. The picture needs to match with the title, as well as the title needing to match with the picture, right? Because we can't put a title of something that you do during the day and then it is nighttime, right? The picture shows nighttime, right? So we need to look at the picture. The pictures needs to match the title, just as the title needs to match the picture. So is it the Summer with Friends or is it Flying High? All right, and if we were to choose the correct one, we will say it is Flying High because it looks like she's on some swing, a rope that is just put on a tree with a tire, and she is basically swinging, and she's swinging quite high. So I assume that she's imagining that she is flying quite high, because remember, whatever we imagine, right, it will look and seem as if it's a reality when it comes to our imagination. So flying high. So option two is correct. So well done. Flying high is correct. Look at the next one. The next one, this guy has got, yeah, a lot of things in his hand, which is his TV, there's a basket, even the cat. He's got bags, the whole couch. He's got a cage, gym equipment, even his little fish tank and fish, his computer. He just basically has everything, a lamp. We need to now say which book title better matches the picture. Is it moving day? Is he about to move, so it's moving day? Or is it going to the store? Does it look like he's going to the store? Or does it look like he's moving for moving day? Option one, which is moving day, or option two, which is going to the store. So is it moving day, option one, or option two, which is going to the store? And if we were to choose the correct book title, we would say it is Moving Day because he's literally moving with everything, his couch, his fish tank, his suitcases, baskets. everything, lamp, television, right? So it is moving day. All right, so well done. Option one is correct. Now we're going to be capitalizing titles before we end our lesson. Remember, we said in a title, we capitalize the first word, the last word, and every important word in between, right? And we said words that are not important in titles, right? And those words we need to write with a lowercase. It is your articles, short prepositions, and coordinating conjunctions. So articles, which is a and the, short prepositions, which is at, by, for, in, of, on, to, up, and our coordinating conjunction are words such as and, but, or, right? Those are words that is not important unless, right? So we don't capitalize it unless either one of those words, whether an article, preposition, or conjunction, is the first word of that title, right? All right. So let's go quickly to our test, and then we are going to do two of the questions, and then we are done for the day. So, which correctly shows the title of a book? Is it left or right, which is the first option, or left or right, which is the second option? Which one is correct? This first option or the second option? So, which correctly shows a title? Is it option one or option two? All right, and if we were to show the correct title, remember we said the first word, the last word, and every important word in between needs to be capitalized, which means that we will choose option two because the first word and the last word is capitalized. So well done. Great job. All right, which word shows the title of a book? Is it option one, which says, "Don't wait, jump in"? Or is it option two, "Don't wait, jump in"? Option one or option two? Which one is correct? Both looks the same, but there is a slight difference. So option one or option two, "Don't wait, jump in." Which one shows the title of the book? Option one or option two? Look at the second option has got a lowercase by jump. Is that correct? So our correct one is option one, right? Because don't wait, because they're telling you not to wait, but they're telling you to jump in, which means that it's they show emphasis on all of those words that is important, right? So all of that words had to be capitalized. But well done for trying. So well done. Let's do the last one and then we're done. Which correctly shows the title of a book? Is it "Scientists Show Facebook is a Downer"? Or option two, which says "Scientists Show Facebook is a Downer"? Option one or option two? Look at how the words are written with lower cases or with capital letters. So option one, "Scientists show Facebook is a downer." The only word that is not capitalized is A. And then by the second one, "Scientists show Facebook is a downer." Show as well as A is lower cases. All right, and if we were to choose the correct one, we would choose option one. All right, so this is now the end of our lesson on titles. Right, we said that titles are words that in a title we capitalize the first word, last word, as well as every important word in between. Right, we can title movies, books. We can title articles. Right, those are all the word things that we can capitalize. Right, but we capitalize the first word, the last word, and every important word in between. So that is the end of our lesson. Thank you very much, grade 4, for joining our class. Until next time, you must have a good weekend further. Goodbye. And also, goodbye.